Alright guys, so today I went out and I picked up a little electrical pressure washer. The brand is Ryobi. It states that it does 1600 psi. I did a little bit of research, and I'm only going to be using this to wash my vehicles, and a few things here and there, nothing major. I'm not going to be cleaning concrete or nothing like that. So I did my research, and the preferred or suggested psi levels that you should use on a car should be from 1200 to 1900. Anything over 2000 psi will damage your car, from what I saw on the internet. So this will do 1600 psi at 1.2 GPM. GPA means gallons per minute. So I did research on it and I looked up other videos, and I guess you can get the right amount of balance between the PSI and GPM. I guess the lower the PSI, I think you get more gallons per minute, something like that. I'm not familiar with pressure washers, so I can't tell you exactly. Let's skip to it. So there's what I picked this up at Home Depot. You'll see it was $99. It came out to like $110, and let's go ahead and check it out, see what it comes with. It comes with a turbo nozzle for up to 50% faster cleaning. I think that nozzle should be too much for car cleaning at all, so I'm not gonna use that. I don't think so. And then it's compact, as y'all can see. It's really small. I mean, this is the box, but I mean, it should be really small. And then it comes with the inlet, the gun. It comes with the hose, 2 nozzle tips, and the turbo tip. And I'm not sure what that one is, but we will find out here in a second when we open it up. So yeah, let's go ahead and open it up and see what it is. Like I said, I'm not going to be using this for commercial use or any big jobs. I just want to use it for my cars, because honestly, I feel like washing it at the house, it just saves me time from going to the car wash, and I think at the long run it could save me money. Well, I would think. But mostly I just don't want to go to car washes anymore. Sometimes they be too busy, or all the car wash things be occupied with so many cars and stuff, so it's just time consuming. So this is your little manual, kind of shows you how to put it together and stuff like that. Alright, let's skip that real quick, put this to the side, and let's go ahead and see what it comes with. So also, one thing I'm gonna mention before I continue, the reason I got this is because they do offer a limited 3-year warranty through Ryobi. So if this breaks or anything happens to it, I can take it back to the store and they'll sit it in and they'll give me a replacement. So the warranty on it is actually not bad. 3 years is enough to find out if it's gonna break or if you're gonna have trouble with it. So I think the warranty is pretty decent for what it is. So here's this, which I'm not okay. This is the turbo nozzle. I'm not sure what this is for, so I'll come back to it in a second. Let's go ahead and take the little gun, the Scar. So the gun, I mean, it's plastic. I don't know that, but it's pretty durable. It seems like a very thick plastic, that's for sure. I wasn't decisive between this one or the Harbor Freight one, but after seeing a bunch of videos and doing research on the reviews and specs, this is the overall better choice, or the more convenient choice. I heard that the Portland pressure washer from Harbor Freight for $100, it performs at a higher PSI, but the attachments that it comes with, supposedly they're shitty, and they're not just overall good products. The attachments, like I said, not the pressure washer. Supposedly the pressure washer is phenomenal, but this right here was the overall better choice, because it comes with decent your decent gun, decent nozzles. Also they state that the hose is not too bad. Obviously, a lot of people on the internet, I noticed that they complain about these hoses that it comes with, because y'all can see they can easily crease. So for the meantime, this will do the job. Many people say that these will do the job for the meantime until I order some aftermarket hoses. So go ahead and take a look at this. So this is the muzzle real quick. Go ahead and see if we can put it together. There we go. So that's that one. Let's go ahead and open this up real quick. And here in a minute we'll do a little test run and see how it performs. So here's a little booklet. Alright guys, so this hose right here is made to, you attach this, as you can see right here, to any of your soap detergent and stuff like that, and then the line will attach to the pressure washer, and I guess that's one way to use it to get detergent out through the gun itself. But in this case, like I said, that's why I might get a foam cannon, because I prefer that instead rather than, I feel like this would waste way too much detergent anyways. So I mean, but it comes in handy if you don't have a cannon and you have some detergent on hand. So that's for that. And I think that could be used for different purposes as well, not just for car detergent. You know, you could be using it for detergent to wash your what's called your little sidewalk, or you know, your flower bed, something like that. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's for cars. So right here we have our turbo nozzle. So this is this. So now let's go ahead and oh, I forgot one. So right here we have a little booklet where it kind of shows the suggestions. Let me take it out of the nozzle selection guide, as y'all see right here. The blue one, and then it has the yellow one, and then the turbo nozzle. So it kind of shows the recommendations. The turbo nozzle will work for the concrete, brick masonry. So it's a high pressure, the turbo nozzle. It's not for soap. Low pressure would be the blue one. So, you know, it's for short range and stuff. And I think my best bet right now will be the yellow one. Alright, so here's the yellow nozzle, which is 15 degrees. And then we have our blue nozzle that is low pressure. And the turbo. So these turbo and the yellow should be high pressure. And then this is a one in, one out. So you see they're straightforward right here. It's not like, you know, the outlet is not on the side. So this is, you know, it's more convenient for not getting your hoses tangled up and stuff like that. So that's a bonus for sure. And I think this nozzle right here is made for what's it called, universal hoses. So you don't need no adapters. I think any hose will attach to this. So let's go ahead and take the hose apart. Let's go ahead and connect it, turn it on, and give it a little test run. And like I said, this is very small, so and your water hose will connect right here. So let's go ahead and take this. I think it has a 20-foot cord, so it has a pretty good length electrical cord. On top of that, the here this one.
Yeah.
When you come over here, you attach your hose. I'm probably gonna buy a better quality hose to use specifically with the power washer, because this hose is pretty fucked up in my opinion. So now we're gonna take our hose. Like I said, this is one of the issues with buying or using the original hose. They're very tangly. They're not that tangle resistant.
What's that? Huh? Oh, nothing. Oh. Luego pause.
Yeah. Alright guys, so here's the deal. We connected our hose. Obviously I do recommend not getting the hose, you know, tangled up or creased, because that will mess up the pressure and, you know, it could cause it to burst. I put on the high pressure nozzle because the blue one I think is going to be way too low pressure. I've seen a video online of it, so I'm not going to recommend that one for car or automotive things. So before it keeps going, we have to, you know, get a steady stream of water going, and let's go ahead and turn it on. Alright, now let's see. See what we can do. Not bad. Ooh, not bad. Let me see how strong it is. It's not bad. Let's try the turbo nozzle. See what we can do. Three? So. Okay, so the yellow nozzle, it's really good. It's very, I guess you can say, car friendly. You know, it's not going to damage your paint and stuff like that. The turbo nozzle definitely has way more pressure. You can definitely feel it on it, and you can see it has way more pressure. I don't personally recommend the turbo one on an expensive exotic car, but I feel like, you know, if you have a very dirty car that you went mudding with and you're trying to get the mud stuff and everything off of it, I think the turbo will definitely do the job. And I feel like I can do some concrete cleans. Go ahead and test and see what it can do. Yep, as y'all can see, so as y'all can see in the video, that's the square that it cleaned out with the turbo nozzle. So, you know, this is very dirty concrete. It's never been cleaned, never been pressure washed. So yeah, I think the turbo nozzle will definitely come in handy for a lot of, you know, a lot of dirty messes. Now, let's go ahead and try it on this wall and see how it goes. Is that what way?
I think strong.
Is it stronger than the car wash? You think so?
So that one is. What, try it?
¡A la verga!
It hurts.
Mira,
Imagine my finger ribs.
despacito.
Oh, hell no.
No, sí. Está más fuerte que las del car wash, que no.
Porque entonces yo think this.
A ver,
Try the box. You know, make a hole through it.
Try in the car to get that stupid stain off.
alright, hopefully it doesn't damage paint.
I hope not.
Alright guys, so like I said, I don't recommend this one on your exotic or brand new cars. I'm just gonna see how it would do getting the stain off, as y'all see, and I'm gonna stay a pretty good amount of distance from it, at least 3 feet from it, and see what it does. Okay, obviously that was a fail, but that's because this is melted plastic. So, you know, obviously it's not gonna... Let's do this wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the wheel? I can recommend this definitely on most alloy and aluminum wheels like that are this bad. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what it does. ¿No estás pisando ahora, Juanito? No. Ahí, watch it. Let's see if it works. So it definitely works pretty good, like on very tough dirt and grime and grease like that. So I definitely recommend this for... No, I didn't. I have to buy that. That's the turbo cannon. Oh, it comes with the line that you can attach it to it, but I want to use a foam cannon. So bottom line, guys, I recommend this one over all out for automotive. Let's go ahead and try and wash off this right here. You'll see all this little dirt right here on the truck. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. So as y'all can see, this nozzle is definitely the more automotive friendly for your paint and, you know, stuff like that. So I think this is the nozzle that I'm gonna be using for washing my cars, that's for sure. It's not too exaggerating and it does the job. Obviously, I would personally maybe want a little bit more PSI out of this, but I can probably order a different nozzle and figure it out and see if I can put a good nozzle on this that would give me a little bit more pressure on this, but not so much pressure like that. Like that nozzle I'm not going to use on my truck, that's for sure, because like I said, I feel like that will damage your paint eventually. So let's go ahead and give you a little bit more details. Let's go ahead and see all this dirt right here, all that grime. Can you get it in the video?
Can you see it? Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and give it a shot and see if I can wash any of that away. So as y'all see, it does the job. It definitely cleans it out. There's some mud right here on the side steps right here, as y'all can see. All right, just go ahead and give it a shot. It definitely gets the job done. Very friendly for automotive with this nozzle, like I said. Obviously, if you have a bunch of mud caked under your truck or in the frame area, I would recommend switching to the turbo, which is go ahead and switch over to the turbo real quick. And let's give it a shot. Let's go ahead and show y'all. So as y'all see right there, let me get on this side. As y'all see right there, let's go ahead and use the turbo nozzle and see how fast it cleans it. Alright, so as I can see, this nozzle definitely is for the tougher jobs. It will take the grime and the tougher darts and stuff like that off. So this is definitely recommended for a little bit of more harsh jobs. But so far, for with the nozzles it came with, I recommend this one. There's one nozzle I haven't tried, so let's go ahead and get it. I haven't tried this blue nozzle, but I don't have too much faith in it because it does say low pressure. And if that yellow one had as much pressure as I saw, I don't think this one will have much pressure, but it never hurts to give it a try. So let's test it out. So yeah, like I expected. So this nozzle definitely gives you more gallons per minute, which that means GPM. But obviously, as you see, not enough PSI. So personally, with the nozzles that come with, this is the one I definitely recommend. The yellow high pressure, but at the same time it's pretty friendly. So let's go ahead and give this car a rinse down and see where it goes. Definitely when the hose is straight out like that, I notice that the pressure is way greater. So I think that also plays a big role, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So make sure that the hose is not all tangled up. Try to get a good, straight untangled form of the hose. That way you don't have any pressure issues. Definitely met my standards. I definitely do love it, and I like it for the price. I mean, hey, $110 for what I got. It's very automotive friendly. And like as y'all seen, if I throw on the turbo nozzle, it will definitely get some dirty work done. And overall, there's more attachments that I can get for it. As y'all see listed in the little booklet. So maybe I'll get some more nozzles ordered, and we'll see what works best for it. There's a huge selection of nozzles. There's not a huge, but there's like at least maybe 4 other nozzles that I can order for this. It gives me different PSIs or you know, a different balance of gallons per minute with PSI. So that'll be a separate video though, but for now I'm definitely satisfied with the nozzle it comes with. I will definitely be using the yellow high pressure nozzle and the turbo nozzle for my automotives. Like I said, I'm not going to be using this directly on the paint. I don't recommend it unless you have an old beat up car that you go take it out for mudding and stuff like that. And yeah, go ahead, use this, fuck it, get all that mud off with it. I think that will definitely do the job. But if you have a new car, exotic car, definitely recommend sticking with this, and that's all you're gonna use if you don't plan on ordering more models. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. For the price, and like I said, it was $100, $110 at the very most. It's $99. I got this at Home Depot. I think they have them at Home Depot and Lowe's. That's where I think I mostly saw them at. I rate this a solid, I'd say a solid 9 out of 10 in terms of using it for automotive purposes and stuff like that in detailing. I think this is definitely a very great product for your buck. It's a very good, like they say, it's a perfect bang for the buck. And like also one thing that I also like, look at this thing, it's very, very small. It's, you know, this is my foot right here. You can kind of compare the size of it. It's not the loudest. I've heard that some gas pressure washers are just really loud. So this thing is very tiny and it's a very good design. Like I said, it has the perfect in and out. You know, it's in a good line. It's in a straight line, so you don't have one that's going to come in right here and come out, and that just makes the pressure, I guess, a little bit more awkward with tanglement and stuff like that whenever you're using the hose. So great design, very small. I personally like it a lot. I'm not an expert with pressure washing. Definitely for $110, I think it was worth the purchase, and I personally recommend y'all to go out there and get you one if you're going to be doing a lot of detailing, or you don't want to be going to car washes. You know, there's some people that prefer to do it at home rather than be going out to the car washes and, you know, being in front of everybody. And then I swear, when I go to the car washes, I feel like I'm being rushed by the time clock on the freaking car wash. So, you know, every time I go to the car wash, I at least spend $10 on this thing to give it a good outside wash. And with this, you know, I don't have to be sitting there putting coins in or sliding my card to get extra minutes. Obviously, you know, you're using your own water, but I mean, I don't think the difference in water usage is going to be that much. The most that I could probably use on this truck to wash it entirely, I'd say 50, 100 gallons at the very most. I think so, probably 100 gallons to wash it. I'm not a freaking science expert in that territory, but you know, I got a vacuum now. I got a pretty good sized vacuum that I use for the inside of my car, and now I got myself a pressure washer. So I'm pretty complete with the accessories in terms of detailing my cars and not having to go to a car wash. So I think the purchase was very well worth it. I liked it a lot, and also a big bonus that I liked was that it offers a 3-year warranty. So the warranty it's really good for what it is. So that's pretty much it, guys, for today. I will be making a separate video on the Canon. I'm gonna get a sub Canon to attach to this, and that'll be a separate video, and I'll show you how it works and stuff like that. But for now, guys, that's pretty much it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all have any questions, let me know down below, and I will keep y'all updated throughout time passes and update y'all how the washer or pressure washer's been doing, or if I have any issues with it. So that's it, guys. Appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment any questions. Subscribe for more content. Peace out.